So Tinubu's drug case is gaining more recognition, should I use the word recognition, in the entire world now that he has been falsely declared as the winner of the just concluded presidential election in Nigeria. Today, in the news trend, Daily Loud, it is a popular news channel. They said in 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrendered $460,000 to the U.S. government after a Chicago court found the income came from packing and shipping heroin. And not just Daily Loud, this is how UberFacts puts it. In 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrendered $460,000 to the U.S. government after a Chicago court found the income came from heroin trafficking. Now, the question I'm going to ask is this: if this is not Tinubu, or maybe this is P2B, Kwankwaso, Atiku Abubakar, this would have gone viral. APC talks online talks, online mob would have come hard on P2B or Atiku Abubakar, calling for his resignation, calling for his prosecution, calling for P2B's prosecution, even Atiku Abubakar's prosecution. But because it's Tinubu, they want us to allow it to slide. But this can't slide. Daily Loud went on to state, he said, the fresh circulation of the court documents has caught the anger of the supporters of the Nigeria's President-elect Tinubu. Meanwhile, a lot of other Nigerians have applauded the sharing of the documents on the Twitter, insisted that lawlessness has consequences. How can you just forfeit $460,000? We are not talking of the year 2023. This is the year 1993. You know what that is? The value of 460. This is more than even state budget in Nigeria as at the time. $460,000 is more than, let's say, 2 state or 3 state budget in Nigeria as at this time. This one man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, drug lord, drug baron, some are calling him Pablo Escobar. That was okay for me because that's who he is. So he was caught with this huge amount of crime and no one is talking about it. This guy said, Temitope said, right now, fastest selling news in world, that is UberFacts, is the fastest selling news in the world. They have Tinubu's storyline, they have Tinubu's case, and they just published it. So many people believe that the ones that have been circulated online are fake. Now you cannot say that UberFacts news is fake. You cannot say that Daily Loud news is fake. It cannot be fake. So Tinubu is a drug baron. And how can this drug baron rule Nigeria? In 2022, last year, when Osun State gubernatorial election was about taking place, there was a little altercation between Arabesala and Tinubu, where Arabesala, in his anger, Arabesala is the Minister for Interior in Nigeria. He said, we have asked God to bring Tinubu down. He doesn't mean well for us. And this man who is interested in stomach infrastructure, whose name is Femi Fani-Kayode, he said that Tinubu is a drug baron. Most of the people that are working for Tinubu now have, in one way or the other, criticized him. Just October last year, 2022, this is what Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK, published. Said how Tinubu was arrested twice in America over drug and money laundering. El-Rufai once said, I can't be running mate to drug baron. That Tinubu is the most corrupt Nigerian. So why is Bayo Onanuga telling us that Tinubu's forfeiture of $460,000 is a bygone, something we should forget? How can we forget when INEC chairman Professor Mahmoud has declared him the president-elect? How can Nigeria be ruled by a drug baron? This is shameful. Bola Tinubu, this from Sports Docket. I said Bola Tinubu's drug dealings is not news to the APC. They all knew this man was a drug dealer and decided he's the best for Nigeria. Majority of the people we see today that make up the APC Presidential Campaign Council once upon a time called Tinubu a drug dealer, and that is true. So Ruben Abati tweeted, said Tinubu's involvement in drug crimes was Bayo Onanuga said that Tinubu's involvement in drug crimes was over 10 years ago. How can he be president? But today, Tinubu is the president-elect, and no one is disturbed about his drug case. No one is disturbed about his, dented record, and they want everybody to keep quiet about this. So Tinubu, until the Supreme Court decide on his case with Atiku Abubakar of PDP and P2B of Labour Party, he cannot be president. He cannot be sworn in. So May 29 is just around the corner, and this is April already. How can Tinubu be sworn in with this? His vice presidential candidate, or let's say vice president elect. This man called Kashim Shettima has 2 nominations. As a senator, he was contesting for the office of the Senate in Borno, and at the same time has the ticket of a vice president. How can these people stand to, how can these people have integrity? How can we trust them? So P2B's case against Tinubu is huge, and if we can trust our justice system, I tell you, Tinubu will be kicked out of that presidential villa. He can't rule Nigeria because there are laws and lots of cases against him. But still focusing on what is trending today, $460,000. Tinubu forfeited $460,000 in the year 1993. That is more than $1 billion. And if you check the value now, that is more than $1 billion. As at that time, you can use that money to buy even 2 states in some African country. I don't want to mention it. This is crazy. Tinubu is a drug baron. He is the latest Pablo Escobar. So he should not be sworn in as Nigerian president. That's my own take.